Hello. Good morning everyone. My topic is investigations of infertility. Infertility is defined as the inability to conceive within 1 or more years of regular unprotected coitus. Types of infertility. Infertility is of two types, primary infertility and secondary infertility. Primary infertility denotes those patients who have never conceived, and secondary infertility indicates previous pregnancy but failure to conceive subsequently. Investigations of infertility. What are the objectives to investigate? To detect the etiological factors, to rectify the abnormality in an attempt to improve the fertility, to give assurance with explanation to the couple if no abnormality is detected. When to investigate? As per the definition, the infertile couple should be investigated after 1 year of regular unprotected intercourse with adequate frequency. The interval is however shortened to 6 months after the age of 35 years of women and 40 years of the men. And what to investigate? The basic investigations to be carried out are semen analysis, confirmation of ovulation and confirmation of tubal patency. Clinical approach to investigation. In male, first of all we will take history. A general medical history should be taken with special reference to family history, drugs, history of any chemotherapy drugs, radiotherapy, surgery, sexually transmitted diseases like mumps, orchitis after puberty or diabetes, recurrent chest infections, bronchiectasis. Examination. A thorough physical examination is performed to determine the general state of health. This includes body mass index, hair growth, gynecomastia, inspection and palpation of genitalia. Attention should be paid to the size and consistency of the testicles. Testicular volume that can be measured by orchidometer as shown in the image should be at least 20 ml. Presence of varicocele should be elicited in the upright position. Investigations. Routine investigations include urine and blood examination, including postprandial sugar. Semen analysis. Semen analysis is the first investigation to be done in an infertile couple. Sample can be taken by masturbation after abstinence of at least 2 to 5 days. Sample should not be collected in latex condom. Study of semen should be done in liquefied semen. If semen analysis report is abnormal, repeat it at least after 1 month. Semen analysis. Semen volume according to WHO 2021 guidelines should be 1.4 ml. Total sperm numbers 39 million per ejaculate. Total motility 42%. Progressive motility 30%. Non-progressive motility 1%. Immotile sperms 20%. Vitality 54%. Normal forms or morphology 4%. Nomenclature. Aspermia, failure of emission of sperms, that is no ejaculate. Hypospermia, low semen volume, less than 2 ml. Oligospermia or oligozoospermia, sperm count is less than 20 million per ml. Polyzoospermia, count is more than 350 million per ml. Azoospermia, no spermatozoa in the sperms. Asthenozoospermia means reduced sperm motility. Leukocytospermia, increased white cells in the semen. Necrozoospermia means spermatozoa are dead or motionless. Teratozoospermia, more than 70% spermatozoa with abnormal morphology. Oligoasthenoteratozoospermia includes all three variables. Now investigations, first of all hormonal investigations like serum FSH, LH, testosterone, prolactin and TSH levels. Testicular dysfunction cause rise in FSH and LH levels. Low level of FSH and LH suggest hypogonadotropic hypogonadism. Leydig cells dysfunction causes low testosterone and high LH levels. Elevated prolactin due to pituitary adenoma may cause impotency. Testicular biopsy. Either open or percutaneous testicular biopsy is done to differentiate primary testicular failure from obstructive cause of azoospermia or severe oligospermias. Karyotyping and genetic testing. Nearly 15% of men with severe oligospermia or azoospermia will have microdeletion of Y chromosomes. These deletions are inherited by their offsprings also. Immunological tests. The antibodies are produced following infections like orchitis or any trauma or vasectomy. These antibodies can be detected from the serum by the sperm immobilizing test. Presence of sperm antibodies in the cervical mucus is demonstrated by postcoital test. Presence of plenty of pus cells. The collected fluid is to be examined by staining and culture to detect the organisms and appropriate antibody sensitivity. Thank you.
यानी मोरल ऑफ स्टोरी तो क्या हुआ, क्या क्या टेस्ट करवाना है मेल में?
सबसे पहले सीमन एनालिसिस,
सीमन एनालिसिस,
फिर हॉर्मोन्स के लेवल, FSH, LH, टेस्टोस्टेरोन,
प्रोलैक्टिन,
प्रोलैक्टिन,
TSH।
TSH।
और सीमन एनालिसिस में कुछ अबनॉर्मलिटी आती है तो
उसको 1 मंथ बाद रिपीट,
1 मंथ बाद में रिपीट करेंगे। 2021 के क्राइटेरिया के अकॉर्डिंग कितना होना चाहिए?
1.4 ml वॉल्यूम होनी चाहिए, 4% मॉर्फोलॉजी नॉर्मल होनी चाहिए, टोटल मोटिलिटी 42% और प्रोग्रेसिव वाली 30% होनी चाहिए।
प्रोग्रेसिव मोटिलिटी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है।
हाँ।
और मेल में इन्वेस्टिगेशन कब 6 मंथ पे करवानी चाहिए अगर मेल की एज 40 है?
हाँ, और फीमेल की अगर 35 है तो।
हम इसके अलावा डायबिटिक और कोई ट्यूबरकुलर जैसी हिस्ट्री तो नहीं है, और काइटिस तो नहीं,
ड्रग्स या
चाइल्डहुड पीरियड में पहले मम्स वगैरह तो नहीं हुआ ना। वेरिकोसिल का एग्जामिनेशन, लोकल एग्जामिनेशन में वेरिकोसिल का एग्जामिनेशन
अपराइट पोजीशन,
अपराइट स्टैंडिंग पोजीशन में। और टेस्टिकुलर वॉल्यूम जो ऑर्किडोमीटर से देखते हैं वो कितना होना चाहिए एवरेज?
20 ml।
20 ml।